Hello again, YouTubers. I am here again to talk about friendships. Friendships to me are almost important as um, like having a brother or sister. If I consider you a friend, or I say, oh, or I claim you as a friend, not like claim like you're mine, but we're cool. You know what I mean? So I want to just talk about some friendships that I've had in the past, and one recently that kind of like uh, hurt my feelings, but I got over it because speaking to other friends, I've realized like, dude, it's not really like it's not on you. You know what I mean? So I'm the type of person where I look at things on both sides of the spectrum. So I don't really like to think about my side um, because it's just I'm sorry. It's just not fair because you have to consider the other person's feelings, and you people come from different places, and it's not right to just assume that, oh, they should just just consider your feelings because their their feelings are just as valuable as yours, you know so you have to consider someone else's feelings. You may be the one in the wrong. And if you go and tell your friends what happened, they're going to obviously take your side. And sometimes people don't fully say exactly what happened, right? So, um, your friends are automatically going to always have your side unless you have that one good friend that's like, no, bitch, you fucked up. Like, you need to go apologize. Like, you're fucked up. Get it right. Make it right. Those are the kind of friends that I like because, they analyze it to the length to figure out both sides. They just don't just automatically take your side and then they're just like, oh yeah, they're wrong. Fuck them. Like that's not cool. Like no, I don't believe in that. And I know you call those like some of you call those like ride or die, friends. And I think a ride or die friend is gonna tell you the truth no matter what. You know what I mean? Like your friends have to tell you the truth because like if you go to your pops or your mom, and you tell them your situation or your brother or sister, sometimes your brother or sister, your parents, they're going to take your side. But for the most part, they're going to say, I think you should apologize, if they're like civilized fucking people. That is. So, all right, so I recently had a friend. I'm going to talk to you about two instances. First, I had a really good friend. Um, we were in the military together. He was in Afghanistan with me. Like I was like one of the first friends to see his baby being born. Like I really considered him like a friend for real, and like I did anything and everything for him. Um, like sorry, I said it again. One of my friends said I say like too much, sound like a white girl. So I'm gonna stop saying that, or like a valley girl. So yeah. So I, you know, gosh, where was I? So anyways, we were best buds. So I thought. We both lived in Florida. Um, I contacted him. he contacted me. I was going to school in Tampa. Then I went to school in Gainesville because that's where he was, and I kind of wanted. Sorry, I kind of wanted to, be with my comrade. Like my Marine Corps buddy. You know what I mean? Like that was my dude. For real. Like to this day, like I still appreciate his friendship. You know, um, I believe he got what he needed out of life from me, and I got what I needed out of life from him. There were lessons that needed to be learned, and I learned my lesson, and I'm sure he learned his. And what happened with our friendship is he was basically talking trash about me to other people, people I didn't know, people I knew. Um, he also told this girl, which was like what really threw me to the edge. Like what really like threw me to the edge because I don't have any parents here. I don't have mommy and daddy to run to. If I don't have any money, I don't have mommy and daddy to run to go live with for a while until I get my shit together. I don't have that. I'm just me. I'm just on this earth by myself. I do have a mother and a brother in California that I recently um, found, and I'll tell you the story about that later. It's a whole nother story. So, um, so yeah, you know, his father is a like ophthalmologist, I think. I don't know. And they're really cool people, like really nice people. He's a really cool dude too, Like no, I'm not gonna like down him and say his name and, make him like a bad person because I'm sure he's not a bad person. Um, we just fell out. He did some things to me that I didn't agree with, and I never imagined him doing to me. So it's like there was this girl in particular that I liked, and he would make fun of me in front of her, knowing that I liked her, and he just was so ornery. Like he just kept making fun of me and making me look really stupid in front of people, and not only her, but just everyone, you know. And I just stood there and just took it, like because at first it was funny, and because we joke around sometimes, but the joking, it was more him than me, and I was just like, whoa, wait a minute. After a while, I'm like, dude, like you really had to chill out. And I've told him that a couple of times, but he never listened. So then um, he went to start talking stuff about me. There was a history class that we were in together, a biology class that we were in together. In well, in biology class, that's the class that he really made me feel like just dirt. I felt like horrible because he just kept making fun of me just all the time, and he just wouldn't stop even when I told him to stop. Like he thought I was kidding around, and I'm like serious. Like my facial features should show you that I'm not playing, and you know me long enough. If I don't hardly tell you to stop, you should tell you. That's something to tell you. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop. Like, I'm gonna stop being a fucking kid right now. You know what I mean? So this freaking light is kind of getting on my nerves. That's reflecting off my glasses. But I'm sorry. Just gonna have to deal with it for right now because I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing, and I apologize for right now until I get my stuff together, and then lighting and stuff will be good because I never thought I would be doing this. Never thought. So, anyways, I stopped talking to him because we ended up living together. He ended up leaving his wife. He was actually I'm not gonna say anything negative about what happened with that. That's his business, not mine. So, uh, he ended up getting a divorce, and we were living together while they were getting a divorce. So we would hang out. We did so much stuff together. Like we were like brothers. Like when I say someone's my friend, like I really take you as a like a sibling. Like there's no emotional reasoning why I do it. It's just like I'm Panamanian. Like that's like we're very friendly people. We love, we just love, this like take care of our people. Anyone that is a friend is a brother or a sister. So I we took a history class together and he told this girl that he liked that he wrote my paper for me. And I didn't know at the time that I had the highest grade in the class for that paper that was written. And I really bust my butt writing that paper by myself. Like, he helped me with certain words and stuff like that. And he helped me, like, like, oh, just go to Google and find out, like, the synonym for a particular word. That way I can, use a different word, different wording for for saying the same, thing, if you understand what I'm saying. So that was cool. You know what I mean? Like if he told her, "Oh yeah, I helped him with that paper," that would have been a whole lot better than him saying he wrote my paper. That that could have gotten me expelled if that girl went to go tell someone. Like I don't have anyone to go to. I don't have anyone to go to after this. Like that would have been the end of my college career, probably. Who knows what's to happen? You know what I mean? So when he did that to me, that really tore me apart because that showed me that he didn't care about me. He was too invested into trying to get into with this girl that he didn't care about my well-being. You know, um, he I stopped talking to him for a while. He later on apologized, but I accepted his apology. I just couldn't live with his apology. I every time I saw his face because we lived together, it just was a constant reminder of what he did. You know. Sorry, I need to charge my laptop. It was just a constant reminder. So I was just like, I can't talk to you anymore, man. Like, this is it. Like, it's in. Excuse me. He started hanging out with other people and stuff like that anyways, so I started to have my own friends. And then once he realized that i I didn't like hang out with him anymore, didn't want to do anything with him anymore, then he realized, oh crap, like he's no longer like really talking to me anymore. And the messed up part is that when him and his friends were over, smoking weed and doing whatever, um, I actually heard him talking crap about me in my room. Like I could hear you, dude. Like at least if you're gonna talk about me, do it in front of my face. That way, I appreciate that better more than because then that tells me you're a real dude. You know what I mean? I mean, there's times he did talk trash in front of me, but be consistent. Don't just like choose when to talk shit about me and when not to in front of my face. You know what I mean? So later on, we ended up talking, and he ended up admitting to everything. And because there were people coming up to me and telling me, that dude's not really your friend. He's talking crap about you. I know you're a really good dude. You seem really upfront about the way you are. There's not you don't hide anything, and he's a little weird guy, but he's all right. But we know that you're a straight dude. Like you know who you are is what you are, in front of us. You don't like change once you're away and speaking to Bob or Dale or fucking Jonathan across the street. You know what I mean? And that's what I was told, and I was like, well, I appreciate it, you know. So once me and him, you know, was talking about it, I just didn't. I just, he apologized and stuff and admitted to everything. I couldn't, I could not live with that. I couldn't accept it. I, I, took his apology for what it was, and I accepted it. But just because you accept someone's apology and you're moving on doesn't mean you're gonna be you're gonna stay friends. Like that's not gonna happen, dude. Sorry, you've broken. Like you hurt me internally and physically. Like I was failing classes, like because I had to come home to the drama. So that made me even worse. That made me hate you even more. Like I hated you. Just to let you know, I hated you. Now I don't. I kind of miss you sometimes, like we used to hang out and do stuff all the time. But oh well, what's done is done. So the second thing now, second friendship I had was this dude, this Puerto Rican dude. He was pretty cool, at first, and I started helping him with his math homework. And then, as I was helping him with his math homework, we became friends. Like, I thought we became friends. I considered him as a friend. And it doesn't matter if I consider you a friend tomorrow or yesterday. Once you become a friend, you're a brother or a sister to me, right? That's how I am. That's how I, take things. If I don't like you, I'm not talking to you. And if I do like you, and if I accept you as a friend and not like a, oh, hey, kind of dude, I'm gonna like, if someone I actually talk to every day and hang out with and, and chill with, if I accept you as a friend like that, then you're basically a brother to me or a sister. So, anyways, I was helping this dude with his homework, and meanwhile, I started out like I was getting A's in my classes, like it was nothing. Like my classes were so easy in the beginning, and then as I was helping him, I kind of like lost myself. Like I kind of like kind of I just kind of like pushed my subjects to the side because I was like, oh, I'll get this, later and I'll study later and stuff like that because I was helping him. Yeah, I wasn't helping him all the time, but I was helping him. The days that I was helping him, I actually was, it's so, it's so, I don't know, it's weird because the days I was helping him were the days I had my hard classes or the day that I was doing like a homework online that day for whatever. I mean, I know I should set up myself, better, if I'm helping someone, but I think I just invested my time into that dude, like to try and help him because he was on the verge of quitting school, and I just didn't want to see, he was a fellow Marine. I didn't want to see him quit. So, hung out for a while and stuff like that, and so one day, and I'm one day I went to make a long story short because this is going on freaking 20 minutes now. um, to make a long story short, ended up we ended up stopping being friends. He cut me off completely, like like I'm talking about someone who I was helping. Like I was helping him. Like As a friend. I wasn't taking no money, no nothing from him. Sometimes he buy me stuff, but I buy him stuff too. It's just honest friendship exchange. You know. So, anyways, I went out having partying and stuff like that, and then I was driving home, and I was like, you know what, uh, uh let me stop by his house because I was fucked up, and I know I shouldn't be driving. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I would never do it again. So, anyways, um, I went to his house, and he only lives like 2 minutes away from me, like 2 minutes away. I don't know why I stopped at his house. I mean, I think I was acting all nervous and stuff because I saw cops everywhere, and I didn't take my normal route um, that I usually take. So he got really pissed off at me. He was like, "Oh, dude, blah 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 blah. It's fucked up. You live 2 fucking minutes away. You're waking me up out my sleep. And all this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, like, I'm sorry. Like, that's all I could really say. Like, I was so sorry at the end of the day. Like, I felt like shit. Like, I felt really bad. Like, that I did that. But at the same time, like, talking to people, like, there was a couple instances where I was helping him, and he thought that I was like belittling him or something like that. I don't know. And he just went off on me, like straight up off on me, like you're not perfect. You this, you that, he had some real anger issues, and I was trying to help him with that too. Like, I don't know, man. Just shit went downhill real fast. So, I mean, there's been more than, and I don't know. I don't even know. But I think the my whole point is that I invested so much time into these people that I kind of forgot about myself. And I think that's gonna be my New Year's resolution: is start taking care of yourself more than you take care of others. You know, family is a whole nother situation, but friends are different than family. You know, some family members are just toxic people. You just don't want them around. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video real soon once it gets to about 25 minutes. But yeah, like, you don't want people like that around in your life. If you're helping someone if you're helping someone more than they're helping you, or you're putting more energy into a friendship than you're actually getting, or let's say let's say that incident where I called him, where I went to his house. He actually got up, took me in his car, brought me home. I would have just been like, dude, just sleep on the couch, just whenever, when you wake up in the morning, we'll just talk about it, and, man, just lay on the couch and chill. But he didn't do that at all. So, therefore, shows you that, you know, some people care, some people don't. They'll, drop you a dime like that. So you shouldn't like invest your time into people. You should invest your time into yourself more. You come first. You come first. Just remember that. Always remember you come first. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. That was my mistake. You know, as much as you are passionate about helping others and stuff like that, you have to help yourself first. You come first. There's like there's a saying. It says, the man that went to save another man's life from drowning, ended up drowning, and the other guy ended up living. So basically, don't help anyone unless you're good first. You know what I mean? So, thank you. Love, peace, and happiness. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe and to like my vlog. Thank you. Love, peace, and happiness.